And in local news, showing naked ass in the great state of Texas, it's your boy Justice.
And it's your boy Saint.
Despite all the tariffs and the inflation, hell, even famine in certain places, Commanding General Yahanna has done it again.
The 8th annual South Texas Cookout is coming back to Houston, October 30th to November 2nd. Stay tuned for more details. Hey, and it's free.
Yeah. U.P.K shit, man. One West. Hey. I'm a U.P.K nigga. I'm stuck in my ways. That's on them. Letting cowards fill up they ranks. Goddamn. Lost tribes got them following waves. Loyalty a lifestyle, nigga. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm a saint, no New Orleans, it's going up. Next spot we at the B&B. I'm turned up, I'll pull up in the SRT. Burn a rubber, hey, U.P.K shit. Look, met her at the club, told her pull up to the lobby. She know I'm in the coat, we're all black, no Illuminati. This my other half shit, I can't move without it. These my motherfucking brothers, yeah, what I'm gonna do without them, yeah. If it's beef, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Niggas going overboard, they off the deep end. Why you tripping off that hoe? That's some weak shit. Told him put me in the game cause I love defense. Yeah, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Yeah, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, and she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, I ain't gotta settle, I got options, ma. No, I stand on business, my name not Tazar. I'll pop you with this pocket rock. Feed a nigga shells like a taco truck. Hey, this bitch got sound effects, it go pew pew pew. I ain't tripping on no drink, got bottles in a room. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, bitch, it's 12 a.m. Look at them, they ain't none of us and we ain't them. I told him put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Yeah, want me to call, put me in the game, coach. Fuck you thought, he let his colors fly. He ain't cut, we cut him off. Ay, bounce out, let my fringes swing. Yeah, I'm a dog, she say she find me interesting. Want me to call, yeah. U.P.K shit, man, you already know what it is. It's the 55th annual Passover, man, turn up. We gon' do this shit the U.P.K way, not the other way. You hear me? Yeah.
Back roll.
Than the I.S.U.P.K on you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Riches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
All right, let's clap it up. SHALAM, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews, and that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And with that, I pass over the camera.
This is a game.
When will I get my 18-foot quarter?
In 24 hours.
Listen, utilize these brothers. If you need somebody to source it for you, let somebody source it. You know what I mean? All right. We good to go? All right, Most High in Christ. Let's rock. Yabshim Thumb, Yabshim Mata Basham Yashai, all the brothers and the sisters. I think we good to go. DC scripture breakdown. We rock the thing out. All right. So you'll see the immigrants is not the problem. It seems to be these, Americans is the problem, right? What's his name? Joshua Jan? Or something like that. You all know what I'm talking about? You all didn't hear somebody shut up a ICE detention center in Texas today? God damn, man. Nigga went in there with the AR or the AK. One of them, I think it was an AK. He had some wrong saying anti-ICE. You know what I mean? Yeah. I look at his face. I try to see if I see any essay in there. But they're going to try to pin it on him somewhere, pin it on us somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's one of those days. Next week is Cali. Next week is California, right? Next weekend is California. All right. You'll get your arrangements in. You'll do your thing. Get your arrangements in for California next weekend. Commander General Yahanna gonna be out there. I believe he's doing the lecture out there too, right? The video game pornography lecture. I think that's California, correct? Y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about. God damn. It's posted right there. Go on, because get it. Get it. Don't try. I think it's I think that's it. I think all that is part of the
You got
go ahead.
So the Cali itinerary.
You mind using the mic? Oh, it's not hooked up? All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Come across. Thursday scripture breakdown with General Mahayman.
Thursday scripture breakdown as usual. Go ahead. What time? They don't have a time? No sweat.
Friday, Commander General Yahanna lecture followed by, and it didn't say what he was talking about.
I think that's the lecture. I think that's the same lecture we're talking about. Go ahead.
Followed by all black party at 10 p.m. Saturday, West Coast barbecue at noon. Later that night, mixed champagne mixed champagne lounge.
Okay.
And then Sunday, the high holy day. Yeah, that's a question. What high holy day is that?
Tabernacles, I believe, begin then.
the 30th.
No, 30th is a day of atonement. That's the weekend after the 30th. I believe it's Tabernacles.
30th.
No.
Okay.
It's a day of atonement. You might need to mute that, all right? Because say again.
It's the October 5th. Feast of Tabernacles.
Tabernacles. Yeah, that's how it usually run. Is what's the first thing? First fruits, atonement. It's first fruits. No, first fruits I think is like in the middle of the end of the summer or something like that, right? Then it's like a month or two later, 50 days later, I think, is the memorial blowing of trumpets. Then it run down trumpets, atonement, tabernacles, and then after that is Hanukkah. Then Purim, then Passover. Come on, man, y'all. Listen, man, y'all had to have it together, man. Come on, man. Y'all Israelites or y'all Israelites? Which one? Y'all gotta get it together, man. You had to know how to run that thing down. All right. Is that rain? That rain been threatening all day. Okay, so we are California this weekend. Y'all check it out. Then we have Houston at the end of the month. All right. Okay, so good. Anybody who get any questions now? If any questions at all, we could get them going. Shapat, put that that light is on to just listen for the door, because if that rain falling, you might need to just open up and let everybody in. All right, you could just search them in here, with discretion, of course. All right. Okay. All right. So what we have? Any questions at all? Tonight we're gonna go into how the Lord's justice system is way better. It supersedes America's justice system and any other European country's justice system. All right. You all know, pay your tithes. 10% of every increase in earning must come into the priest of the Lord, ISUPK.com. Go there and pay your tithes, all right? I believe that's it. Any questions at all?
A comment and then there's a question.
All right, no sweat. Also, too, we good to go with the audio. You mind hooking it up in that microphone? Is it difficult to do it?
Yeah, I was about to plug it.
All right, yeah, you could lead it roll and put it up in that holder, all right? It's just better overall.
Kind.
All right. Because
there's a person that says John.
Mm-hmm.
He says this is a satanic hate cult of illiterate niggas, yo, imposters.
Yeah, you're a white man. you are a definite devil. You know what I mean? That's all. Listen, we are satanic hate cult, but we did not kill Charlie Kirk.
Right.
You get the point? We did not seek to unalive Charlie Kirk. We did not seek to, shoot up ICE. We did not seek to do that. What else happened? We didn't shoot up the church in Minneapolis. What else you have?
We didn't kill the congresswoman and her husband.
We didn't kill the congresswoman and her husband, and we didn't go beat up Nancy Pelosi husband in her head. I guarantee if she married to him, she wanted to beat him in his head with a hammer, and she never did. So how hateful could you be to go ahead and do that? But yet still somehow we are a cult and we satanic. Your empire is falling, John. That's all. And you don't like the fact that your empire is falling. And I understand it. It's all good. All right.
And then we have two questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Warrior of Yahushua says, if I may, sir, question, what's the best way to cast out a demon?
Okay. All right. What's the other question?
And the other question is from, I believe her name is Kapaya. It says, Shalom, sir. Can you please give a breakdown of baptism if you have time?
Okay, yeah, we could definitely get that one. First off, all right. First off, who asked about the demon?
Demon is Warrior of Yahushua.
Warrior of Yahushua. Could you put your location? Could you put where you from?
He's here. He's been here for a few weeks, but he said he's from Maryland, in between DC and Baltimore.
Okay. Oh, that's the brother. Okay, and Warrior of Yahushua, no sweat. Okay, so Warrior of Yahushua, you got to come to class. That's first and foremost. That's the best way. You got to come and sit in here, brother. You got to come and sit in here. All right. Of course, I'm saying it jokingly, but on a serious note, that's definitely a way to do it. All right. The Bible say your brother will lift your countenance up, right? Iron sharpen iron, so does a man lift the countenance of his brother. You get the point? So definitely, I would say for sure, come to class, get in class. So let's start there. All right. Now, Warrior of Yahushua, give me. I'll try to do the two of them at the same time with the baptism and that one. All right. Warrior of Yahushua or anybody else. What does a demon do? What is the job of a demon? What is because he asks how can you cast demons out, right? So what does a demon do? I might need a pen, or is it? No, I think I have one. What does a demon do? All right, Warrior of Yahushua or anybody else who's on. If he's on, let him say. That's why it's good to be in class, so because in learning the breakdown, the interaction from you helps. And sometimes online, if you're delayed in the hearing, you can't really reply like you should. You replied yet?
Someone replied.
Mm-hmm.
I.S.U.P.K. Buffalo says the job of a demon is to tempt us, sir.
Oh, I'll take that, but there's something else. There is definitely something else.
I got a few answers.
Let me go ahead with those.
Trooper Shakat says, draw you from the Most High.
Draw you from the Most High. I'll take that. Trooper Shakat, go ahead.
Social Justice Logic says they feed on life. Warrior of Yahushua says a demon working for Satan to kill, steal, and to destroy.
Okay.
Nerd Stuff PD says, like, sir, a demon end goal is to kill you.
Okay.
Kapaya says to create confusion and break out.
Okay. All of you all are definitely correct in what you're saying. let me give it to you in a nutshell. But all of you all are for sure correct on the different effects of having a demon. A demon's job is to eventually cause you to kill or harm yourself. And if it can't do that, it'll use you or vex you to kill or harm somebody else. That's the job of a demon. You get the point? That's all it is. So even the tempting, the test, all that thing, you could look at it like that. But a demon's job is to get you to kill or harm yourself. Harm yourself all the way until you decide to get rid of yourself, or you harm yourself until you decide you're going to harm somebody else or kill somebody else. That's a demon's job. All right. So now let me study where I want you to start. Give me Mark 5. Do I want to Mark or Luke? Give me Mark 5. Let me know when you have it. Anybody?
Mark 5, first start of 1?
Yeah, hold on. I think I might want the one in Luke. No, go ahead and start there. If I need to change it, I'll let you know.
This is Mark chapter 5, verse 1. And they came and they came over into the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was
Gadarenes. Oh, you're right. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 2. And when he was out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit,
mm-hmm.
who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains,
mm-hmm.
because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him.
Right. So in this place in the Gadarenes, right? We had Mark what 5?
5.
Right. In this spot, there's a man, there's a brother who is seriously vexed with an unclean spirit, right? An unclean spirit that's causing him to unclean, meaning do things against the Most High, do things out of the spirit of the Most High. All right. What verse you had?
Verse 5.
You're going to verse 5. So now, unclean spirit is also a demon. That's what an unclean spirit is. All right, go ahead.
That's like I didn't read all of verse 4. It's like it. Verse 4.
Oh, so like it. Also, you read verse 3 again.
Verse 3. Who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains.
Mm-hmm. And he dwelt in the tombs, meaning he lived in a graveyard. He lived where dead people are, right? He lived in a graveyard, and no man could bind him, not even with chains, meaning you can't control this guy, right? The police come to arrest him, he breaking the chains. You can't lock him up, you can't hold him down, you can't direct him, you can't instruct him. He's doing way too much, right? And this is because he's vexed with a demon. He has a demon on him. All right, go ahead. And it's causing him to live, in other words, be homeless, right? In other words, he's like a homeless man because of these demons. He can't live with regular society. He can't live with, in a normal social space. He can't dwell with regular people. He had to go out there where it's unclean, right? You all know, of course, according to our laws, a graveyard makes you unclean. You go into a cemetery, you're unclean for a week. You are around a dead body, you're unclean for a week. If you go into the house, the body dies, you're unclean for a week, right? If you go to a funeral, you go into the church where the body is there, you're unclean for a week. This brother here, he's vexed with a demon, and he is living in the graveyard. He's living there. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4.
Gosh, I think them books came, right?
Yeah.
You got that? You put them up?
It's right here.
All right, no sweat. You have them?
Yeah, it's right here.
All right, Shapa, if you need to hand out some, just give the new ones. You could open those there. I think those are the new ones. You could put that one back, all right? Next time, just open them up and get them in there, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him. and the fetters broken in pieces, neither could any man tame him.
Right? He was often put in chains. He was often arrested. And he would always just break the chain. He would just break them, always bust them up, break them. It would happen over and over and over. And if you've ever seen it, you would know exactly what I'm talking about, where this person cannot be tamed. And this is because they are vexed with a demon. Sometimes the demon is drugs. Sometimes some drugs give you, ridiculous power, or you don't have it turns off your pain receptors. Your pain receptors are meant to stop you from a certain action. You get the point? That's really what it does. It's this pain is happening. It's really like a self-defense to tell you, hey, chill, don't go no further. But he don't have no pain receptors, so no matter how they slam him on the ground, tase him, whatever, he's not stopping. And he's been arrested many times. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 5. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs crying and cutting himself with stones.
And always night and day. What is that telling you? If night and day, it says he was always in the tomb crying and cutting himself with stones.
Means that he didn't have any peace. It was the demon was always in his ear, so to speak.
Okay, I'll take that. Anything else? Go ahead, sis. I think you all have a mic over there.
He wasn't sleeping?
He wasn't sleeping. That's the key. And that demon is vexing him. He ain't sleeping. That's why it says night and day. Because at night, what's he supposed to do? Sleep. But when he's supposed to be asleep, he's up yelling and screaming and cutting himself and crying. It says crying, right? Crying and cutting himself. Why is he crying? Why is he crying? Go ahead, sis.
The demon was on him?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Constantly.
but okay, like still bring it home. That's true. The demon is on him, but why is he crying?
Because he was in pain.
He's in pain. Where's the pain coming from?
Inside.
Inside. That's what you need. The cutting himself is not making him cry. The pain he really feeling is internal, and it's causing him to do that. It's causing him to do that. Sometimes children, like young babies, months old. If anybody has been around young children, what is a sign of distress with young kids? Babies. They cry, of course. That's the only way they could talk, but there's another sign. Anybody else? Sissy, you're gonna try? They scratch their face. They scratch their face. They do this. Even the doctor will tell you, make sure keep them nails short, because if they distress, they will scratch into their own eye. If they're distressed, if they're too hot, they're too cold, they're too hungry. You get the point? They start scratching themselves because they're feeling something, and they need to let you know I'm feeling something. And that's what the cuts are. The cuts is communicating to the outside. What I'm feeling inside is worse than this shit here. It's so bad that I'd rather do this to myself. Doing this is good. Doing this, getting this here, and cutting and that's better for me than what I feel inside. You get the point? A normal person would cut themselves and be like, oh shit. But the pain you have, you do more. You do more. You do more self-harm. What else is the cutting? Bring it to today. Think real simple. Today people do it. People do the self-cutting. Brothers do it and sisters do. Sisters especially do it who went through some sort of trauma young. They cut parts that people can't see, their legs, under their clothes or whatever. And those are their scars from whatever trauma they went through. Go ahead. Pass them to the young brother.
What?
Listen.
Some of the reasons that I've heard for people cutting themselves is to remind them that healing can happen.
Okay, I'm not sure about that part, but it could be. But I'm not asking the reasons. I'm asking what else presents as cutting yourself today. Go ahead.
Would it be overthinking?
Cutting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting yourself today. Regard? You could use the mic.
I was going to say suicidal thoughts.
Well, that comes from being vexed with the demon. The demon really trying to make a case that you should die.
Right.
That's why you start self-isolating so that nobody could miss you. Nobody could say, hey man, I love you. Hey sis, I love you. Give you a hug. So you out in the middle of nowhere with nobody, and the demon is telling you, see, nobody don't love you. Nobody coming to see you. Nobody coming to check on you, which is why I said the first thing to fight your demons is be in class. Be around people who your demon is scared of. Go ahead. You need the mic though.
One thing was broke down about the dude that Christ ran into, the madman.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't jump ahead of that, please. I'm fighting my demon here. I just had to ask you nicely. Go water, brother. I do appreciate your consideration. Go water, brother. All right. Today, tattoos. Because you bleed. You're cutting yourself. People get it, and then what do they do after? Does getting tattoos hurt? Hell fucking yes. It hurts. It hurts. Why you do it? Because there's another pain you have that this shit don't even matter. Then you go get what? More and more and more. You got to delete this one and cover up this one and switch this up. And before long, you don't even need no numbing cream, really. You just, take a shot and you lay there for 8 hours and your whole leg is pain, your back, whatever, your head, your neck, your top of your head, your eyeball. It's pain you're experiencing that there has to be some sort of outward show for it. And it's self-harm. It's harming yourself. It's harming yourself. This here we're reading about is an extreme case where this dude is cutting himself. So when you see him, you will see blood, or traces of blood, and scars and wounds. And what reaction will you have when you see him with all these scars and wounds? It'll take you aback. Same way like if you see somebody with the face tattoos, it takes you aback. The demon is meant to isolate you up. He wants to separate you so he could finish you off. Because he can't finish you off when there's people around, because people will stop him. You get the point? So he has to convince you better off without everybody else. And that's the first sign that you're listening to Satan, when you don't need nobody. Anytime you catch yourself saying that, brother, you in a full conference with Satan, because you need somebody for everything. Every single thing in your life you need somebody for. You're lying to yourself. You ever hear people say, yeah, I'm self-made. I did this on my own. Bullshit, nigga. You didn't do nothing by yourself. You needed somebody to help you up. I did this by myself. I got it out the mud. You're lying. You're lying. There's nobody could do anything by themselves. Nobody. You need somebody for something. You do. This demon wants you separate so he could finish you off. All right? So he's there day and night, not sleeping. So he's stressed out. A symptom of no sleep is what? You start to get delusional. You can't process things normally. That's why some of them torture techniques, them CIA and them operatives use is what? Sleep deprivation. They put you in a room and blast rock and roll. They said they was doing that to them Arabs when they went over there in the Gulf War and then after 9/11, where they would erect these huge piles of speakers, 1-story high pile of speakers, and just blast rock music. It's a form of torture because they can't sleep and you're hearing this thing and it's not their culture. You could break somebody down. So this demon is not having you sleeping, so it can break you down. You're in there crying. Why are you crying? Because you're fighting this demon, and this demon is winning. It's whooping your ass. And it's like, damn, I need some help. How I can't continue this damn fight. But guess what? There's nobody around. There's nobody else around. So you're crying and screaming, cutting yourself. You're not sleeping, yelling. Go ahead. Where we at? 5. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And always night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs crying and cutting himself with stones.
And so like also too today, you would more see that with somebody who is homeless, who has a drug problem, where they might just make random noises, right? It's a lot less now, but I know for sure in the Caribbean when I was growing up, that was normal. It was normal to see somebody done lost their mind. They live on the streets. They wearing trash bags. And they would just randomly just go in the middle of the street and start to yell. And it would just, everybody would just hear it and just go the other way. Just to make you separate and flee, and they sleeping wherever, you know, out there. You get the point? Go ahead.
Verse 6. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he came and worshipped him and cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I admire thee by God that thou torment me not.
Not I admire thee.
I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not.
All right. What is that saying? Go ahead, young brother.
Like, I just want to know what book are we in?
Go ahead. Shapad, let me get the scriptures up there, all right? We started at 1, and what verse we at now?
We're at verse 7. Verse 7, sir.
All right. Are you all able to see the board from over there? That's clear? Okay. Right, so it's 1 all the way down, but we're at 7 now. All right. Read it one more time now. 6 and 7.
Count, verse 6. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he came and worshipped him and cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not.
Right. Listen, and this is a do your thing. And this is a precept for anybody who says Jesus is God. Even the demon knows God and Jesus, 2 separate people. Even a demon knows that thing. The Christian says they all the same. Right? Go ahead.
Count, verse.
No. What does 6 and 7 mean? When he saw Christ, he ran to him and worshipped him. Right? He asked, What have I to do with thee, O Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not. Right? He's asking for mercy. Meanwhile, he is tormenting the brother. What does this mean right here? Go ahead.
It means
like when I say it means, what would I see if I'm looking at it?
He's running up to him and like begging him, like, hey, I know what you can do, but stall me out.
All right.
Please.
Anybody else? Pretty much the same. You'll agree? Right? You would see a man leave wherever he is and go and fall to his knees in front of Christ. That's what it means. He worshiping. He fell to his knees and put his head down. And adjure, what does adjure mean? I thought you all knew. You all didn't raise your hand. I thought you all knew what was going on. You all don't know? Come on. I'm gonna start to pick on you all like in school now. Come on, let me see who. Go ahead, sis. What does adjure mean? Go ahead. Y'all got a phone. Y'all look them words up if you don't know what it means. Somebody look it up. Not you, Bukwash. One of y'all look it up. What does adjure mean? All right. Go ahead.
Adjure means to urge or request.
To urge or request. Anything else? Somebody, come on. Anything else? Go ahead. Quickly, up.
A man solely under or if under oath or penalty or curse.
That's perjure, right? Or adjure?
That's a juror.
Adjure? Okay, let me get the other brother. Go ahead. I'm gonna come to you, sister. Go ahead.
Look, give me one moment.
You lost it? Also, give me a second.
To solemnly or earnestly to do something.
To adjure, right? I'll take
sir.
that. You want to come back to him? Go ahead. You got the same thing? Go ahead, sis. You have the mic?
It says the origin would be to take an oath or to swear.
To adjure, to take an oath or to swear. Okay, the context you want here is the earnestly asking or begging. Like he's adjuring, he's pleading. Like this is a desperate thing here. This is, desperation. This is not somebody just making a request. This is like begging and pleading. He's pleading with him to not do what he's about to do, because why? He saw Christ and he know what Christ does, which is why I say, I jokingly said it, but in reality, the best way to fight it is to be in class. You be in class, you be at camp if you're able to go to camp, you be at the holy days if you're a sister, you put your brick in, you start making yourself part of the body. So it's harder to hear Satan when you're hearing your brothers and your sisters. You get the point? It's harder to even, his voice ain't that loud to you anymore. But if you distant and you separate, then you'll hear anything. You'll hear whatever. All them school shooters and that fool who went and shoot up the ICE detention center. You think he, had a ton of friends and, played football on the weekend and went on dates in the middle of the week? That nigga was probably in a room somewhere, and the last time his parents see him was, last 4th of July. You get the point? They all tend to be isolated and separate, so they can, what Esau call it? Not marinate. What's the word? Ruminate. That's what they call it. Rumination. Like, how a cow always chews the cud? And they call them rumen because they have stomachs that they'll swallow the grass, it'll stay in there and digest, then they bring it up and chew it again, and then they swallow it again. And the Esau calls it your brain rumination, or you're mentally ruminating, meaning you just sitting here with this idea and it's just there. And it's just you're twisting it and you're turning it in your head, and you're just doing nothing but listening to this demon, listening to it, and it's just you just ruminating there with this thing. You get the point? He see Christ and he knows, okay, if I'm around him, I can't be in this body. He knows it, so he has this man go over there and beg Yahushua to do it, to not do it, to leave him in the body. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For he said unto him, come out of the...
Yeah, read a little louder, right?
Kind. Verse 8. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit.
Right? And then Christ gave the order, come out of the man, you unclean spirit. Christ called that demon out of him. Right? Go ahead.
And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many.
And Christ asked him his name. Go ahead, sis.
So, yes, sir. Are we in Matthew 5?
Mark.
Okay.
That's why you're always looking so lost. Listen, I'm just doing my part. That's it. All right. That's all. All right. So do we have to start with? No sweat. It happens back. We one buddy out. Don't worry about it. You're looking at like, where the hell he reading from? I don't know. Maybe I said Matthew. It could be my fault. Maybe it is. Don't even worry about it. So go ahead.
Because they heard the same day they on up. I was a Matthew.
Oh, you said? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I read.
Yeah.
You read Matthew or you heard Matthew?
I heard not read Matthew.
You heard and you read Matthew. But Bukwash is saying Mark something. So wait, what you all hearing? Come out of them, Satan. Come out of them. Get out. Go ahead, Bukwash.
Mark chapter 5, verse 9.
Mark. Go ahead.
And he asked him, "What is thy name?" And he answered, saying, "My name is Legion, for we are many."
Right? My name is Legion, for we are many. So this brother didn't just have a demon on him. He had several. Legion is, an army. Legion, you could look up, somebody could look up what Legion is in a numerical sense, or what it's used to describe. Legion is not one demon or two or five. Legion is a ridiculous number of demons is vexing you. Go ahead.
5,000 to 6,000.
Damn. Say it again.
5,000 to 6,000.
5,000 to 6,000. Go ahead.
And it could be as many as 11,000.
That's what I thought. I thought it was around 10,000. Go ahead.
Yeah, the movie a long time ago called Legion.
I think I remember a horror
Nothing
movie.
but
demons.
Rocket demons all night long.
Yep. It's now Esau will put these things in movies, and he would put it in one way, and you think if you have a demon, it's that extreme case, but it's not. It's visually, he's not going to see that extreme thing. Visually, you would see somebody who is like this. You know what I mean? Vexed, can't focus. Their countenance is gone, is low. They're not even there anymore. Or they're doing some old wild shit. And you just know, okay, this person, they're fighting something. You get the point? What's up, I see you looking around. It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, no, sir. All right. So he had Legion, and he said, we are many, meaning what? A Legion is it's like a military unit, like a company. Yeah, you ever hear the word company? Company is a military unit. Legion is also a military unit. And you would have a legionnaire, somebody who is in charge of the legion. Right? The Roman army had legionnaires, right? That's like a commander of the that group or army. They're not all talking. It's the head demon is talking to Christ. He said, "We are legion, for we are many," because he's in a position of power. Like how Trump would say, we are cleaning up our country. He's one man, but he's talking in plural because he's the head of the country. This demon is talking to Christ and saying, "Yeah, I'm legion, for we are many." Right? Because Christ didn't say, "What is you all name?" What do they call you all? He said, "What is your name? What is thy name?" He's talking to one person. One person is talking back. I am legion because we are many. There's many demons affecting this brother. And that's what happens as a result of trauma. It's a result of really just trauma. Just a ton of unfortunate things happening to you. And you're not able to process it. A lot of it is unresolved trauma. Things you never get justice for. Things you never get cleaned for. When I say clean for, meaning you never went to somebody and spoke about it, and they show you how to think about it. Right? How you process something oftentimes is not how you should process it. Right? It's a natural thing to look internally when something goes wrong. You start to blame yourself or blame somebody else who really you don't understand that they're suffering just like you. You get the point? That's natural. You need somebody to break down what the hell is happening to you. So you stop listening to Satan in your head, because Satan is now going to tell you, this is you, this is your fault. If you didn't do this, this would have happened. If it wasn't this would have happened. And you now start getting less self-value, and it leads to the self-harm and the bad practices and all that. Right? So you say, for we are many. This brother is vexed with a ton of demons. And sometimes even with ourselves, you could have a demon on you. And you know how Esau to show you in them cartoons where somebody don't know what to do. You have the angel on the left shoulder and the one in red on the right shoulder, and they're talking. Sometimes in your head, when you is like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. But shit, if I do that, blah, blah, blah. And you think, what you doing? What do you think you do? You think you reasoning, go ahead.
Talking to yourself.
You think you're talking to yourself, right? You're talking to a demon. You're talking to a demon. You ever talk to yourself so loud that you look around to see if anybody heard you? You just stop and what? Nothing. You just want to make sure that that voice in your head ain't come out, right? You talking to Satan. I said to myself, I said, self, who are you talking to? It'll be better you pick up the phone and call and talk to someone so someone could talk back to you. But when you start to sit there and figure out this thing in your head, you're not talking to anybody but Satan. I'm going to give you another one. When Commander Yahanna taught us this, I mean, it blew my mind. I couldn't even believe the shit. It's like how you might go back and forth with yourself about a problem. Sometimes you're not even part of the conversation. Sometimes it's 2 and 3 demons in your head working the problem out for you. And you in a corner sitting. Go get some water, nigga. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go kill him, tie him up, and you're not even there. Because now when you go execute whatever the decision is, and everything is done, and you're all jammed up, what do you say to yourself?
Wow, I wish I never did.
Or more, how did I even get here? How did I even get to this point? You don't even know how you got there. Now, feel that for a second. Imagine you wake up one day and you wake up in the morning, or it's 7 o'clock at night, and you all of a sudden you just become conscious, and you somewhere in Seattle in a Starbucks drinking coffee, and you're like, how the fuck I reach here? And if they could play back the day, they would show you going and getting a rental car and driving to here and then parking it and flying over there and getting an Uber to the Starbucks. There would be people say, yeah, I saw him or her doing this. You don't have a clue about none of that shit. All you know is you here with the Starbucks thing in your hand. That's what happens when the shit hit the fan. When you're in a situation where it's like, man, I don't even know how I get here. Like, how did this go this bad? Because all along, it's not you. Satan in your head. You get the point? Then, of course, I'm giving you an extreme case, but you're all familiar with what I'm talking about, or knowing somebody who's be like, man, I don't even know why I did that shit. And they ask somebody something and be like, well, why did you do that? That's General Mayak. General Mayak specialist, brother. Bro, some shit happened, brother. And General Mayak call you. Write the shit down, because he's a master interrogator. General Mayak, well, Mashak, I heard you say this and then that. Why did you do that? And boy, yeah. If you ever want to feel stupid in your life, once you can't explain it, you know what happened. Why did you do that? Just tell me why you do that part. Why did you say this thing? Now you're struggling with something else. You're not thinking all the way through. Go ahead.
Like I said, but you got memes about you doing the same thing.
No, you ain't gonna get me on that. Yeah, shit. If I'm doing it, I ain't doing it good enough. Hell, you know what I mean? But it's definitely that. It's you're battling something internally. All right, keep going.
Verse 10. Verse 10. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine.
Right.
Feeding.
And this demon was begging Christ to not just kick him out of the body and send him out into the street. Like a demon needs a host. It needs something to take hold of, to possess, which is why the Christians and the Catholics see it as a possession. Like he's possessed. You get the point? That's where they get it from, not fully understanding what it is. Like they'll make movies about some spirit wandering the earth, and a demon can't do nothing without a body. Like there's a spirit ain't opening your door and ringing a bell 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga. You're just high. You get the point? That's all. You just hide. That shit was good. Whoever you get it from, they getting good money for that shit you got. Because if you in your bed and you hearing somebody unlocking the door and there's nobody there, you're high. That's all it is. A demon can't do nothing. It has to be in you. It has to be in you to do something else. You get the point? So he's saying don't send them out into the country, meaning don't send them out without a host. Don't send them out there just to go about without having a body to play in and have fun in. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Jesus gave them
read verse 12. That's verse 12, right?
All
right, go ahead.
Verse 12. And all the devils besought him,
and
saying,
all the devils, all the demons besought him. Why does the scripture refer to these demons as devils? Very simple. UPK 101. Rogash, come on, I see you.
I didn't raise my hand.
You raise your head up. I saw it in the spirit. I saw it in the I saw it in the spirit. Don't backtrack now. It's on you, kid. Go ahead, sis. You want to take a shot? Go ahead.
Because they're deceivers, liars.
They're liars. Give her a hand. That's true. That's UPK 101. They're called devils because devils mean deceiver. And that demon is lying to you, but he's good at his job. So you're gonna believe the lie. You're gonna take what he's saying wholesale because it makes sense. It makes sense. You come in, you see Mashak and say nothing to you. He must not like you. See, he always some. You know what? That's right. This motherfucker always like that. Some. You some. Hey, Shalom, huh? Hey, Shalom. Hey, how you doing? Somebody had to pull you out of that shit. But this demon is convincing you are. It's convincing you. He making a solid argument in your head, and you have no defense against it. This demon done lied to this brother. Told him to go sleep in the tombs, cut himself up. Nobody don't care about him. Nobody don't love him. He's such a failure. He's a fuck up. He's this, he's that. And this brother he would have just been there until he died. You get the point? He'd have been there until he died. Normally, regular people get hungry at a certain time, right? He out there screaming and yelling all night, cutting himself up, ain't getting tired, ain't getting hungry. Nothing. Get the point? Like this demon is done, took him over till he can't function. But it's making him do something to himself. It's making him do it. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13.
Give me 12 again.
Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And all the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine, that we may enter into them.
Mm-hmm.
And forthwith Jesus gave them leave. And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea, that they were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea.
Mm.
And they that fed the swine and told it in the city and in the country, and they went out to see what it was. So it's like it. And they went out to see what it was that was done. And they came to Jesus and see him that had possessed the devil.
That was possessed
with the devil, and had the legion sitting and clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid.
Right? So what happened? Who could break it down for me? Go ahead, young brother.
After the demons were cast out and put into the swine,
mm-hmm.
the people who fed the swine, they ran down the mountains to see the man who was exercised, for lack of a better word,
mm-hmm.
right now. And they saw that he was in his right mind. They saw that he was no longer in pain. And
how did they see him?
It's like,
how did they see him? Like when they looked at him
sitting and clothed,
mm-hmm.
and in his right mind.
So what does that tell you? When you see someone who, and when they say sitting, meaning he's there chilling. He's not doing every other thing. And clothed. That nakedness is also a demon. You get the point? And in America, that nakedness is a lifestyle. You get the point? It's a lifestyle. You damn near It's you tell somebody, hey, that's it's showing too much skin. What do you mean? They don't got that demon there. You get the point? Like there's things in as you read the Bible, there's things in here that you see, and you realize we've done accepted certain things in this culture that we're in. We done accepted it, and it's now part of our lifestyle. And when it's time to change it, there's a fight. And there's a fight because this is not your style. This is somebody else's. This is a demon style that you have. This is, you're listening to this thing and you're dressing a certain way, you're walking, talking, you're acting a certain way. And you're going to have to rid that if you want to survive. You're going to get rid of it. You get the point? So they saw him sitting there with clothes on, acting normal. And what happened to the people?
They became afraid.
Why?
Because nobody else had the power to do that except one person.
I'll take that answer. Anybody else? Go ahead, sis.
Because they haven't seen him like that before.
They haven't seen him like that before. I'll take that. There's another answer. Shapat, you did not get an answer. You don't have nothing to prove her. Let them get the thought, brother. All right. Anybody else? Rugash? I might give it to Shapat. Shapat, don't let me get to you and it's wrong now. There's something else. I read a little bit more, Bukwa. Oh, so whoever was reading. One of y'all could pick up the reading. Bukwa, he done read it enough in his career. Y'all need to get some miles in. Go on.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw it told them how it befell to him that
and
was.
Read it one more time and just read a little slower.
And they saw it.
Read it one more time.
And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine.
Mm-hmm.
And they began to pray him to depart out of their coast.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was come into the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what happened? If you'll understand it. They saw what happened to the brother who had the demons. And they saw he was normal again and talking and, like nothing was wrong. And they became afraid. They that saw it and they saw him sitting in his right mind and they were afraid. And they that saw it told them how it befell him that was possessed. Those who saw what happened told the other people who came and saw the brother there who was afraid what had happened and what happened to the pigs. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coasts.
It sounded like they wanted him to continue to be possessed. So
you onto it.
So like they sent him away because they think that it's not normal that he
you
is
onto
normal.
it. You onto it. You onto it. Come on, sis.
Was it that they were afraid that Jesus would cast the demons out of them as well?
They had demons too. That's what I was going to say, Shapat. Shapat's over here like, come on, let me get it. Come on, let me get it. They had demons too. This is that. They had demons too. They had demons too. And it's like, you got to go. You got to leave from here. You got to leave from here. We don't want you around here. Because look, you done fixed him. You done fixed him. What you going to do to me? You going to fix me now? Get out. Get out. Every one of y'all went through that. Go ahead.
Like I see that all the time. Somebody ask me a question about the Bible, and they like, "Oh, there you go. Go ahead."
There he go. Go ahead with all that shit, man.
With all that.
Go ahead. Yep, because they got a demon on them. They got a demon that That demon don't want to let. Okay, this is one thing you got to understand about a demon. I ain't want to use up too much time on this too. A demon is madly in love with you, whichever demon it is. This demon is in love with you. You brothers think about a woman who you love to death. You love. You ain't want to let her go. This demon loves her or you more than that. You get the point? This demon is in a fully committed relationship. Fully committed. And you here trying to separate him and give him a divorce? Oh, we fighting, nigga. We moving furniture at this point. This demon does not want to separate from his lover. This demon is in love with you, nigga. He love you and him is a fun goddamn time. So much fun. So much. You'll ever see that skit with Zion and Aria when Aria is the alcohol demon? Oh, bro, you gotta go look at that skit. I'm find it and share it with you all. Aria is playing the alcohol demon out, and Zion is playing a brother who's struggling with alcohol. That's it. This demon wants you. This demon is like, nigga, shit, you gonna go in there with them niggas? You sisters, forget about it. Just what's all the shit you wearing? This on your head, and you a granny now. Look at what you wearing. You ain't wearing these tight dresses no more. You boring. You this. A demon wants you back. That demon wants you back, and is going to fight tooth and nail to get you back. So now, when you get clean up and you get cleaned up, people become scared. You joined every religion in your life. You was a Catholic, you was a Christian, you was a Pentecost, you was a Muslim, you was a Sunni Muslim, you was Rastafarian, you was atheist, you was a Scientologist, you was everything. You was selling drugs out your mother's house. Right? Nowadays, they're selling the box out your mother's house in the OnlyFans. Nobody kick you out. You're invited to the Thanksgiving. You're invited to the family reunion, right? As soon as you come into the truth, you're not my son. Where's my daughter? I don't know who you are, but you're not my child. Shit. Their demons now get scared when you come around. They're talking and laughing and having a fun time. You come in, hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all all right? This nigga here. Nigga, I'm just letting you know I'm eating pork. I don't care what you say. They just get on the offensive. You ain't say shit. This pork is so good. I don't care what some old nigga in black talking about. They just get on the offensive right away because they're demon are. You come in there, it's like you the better person, and the demon is jealous now that they're gonna lose their lover to you. You get the point? It's that. They got scared because it's like, hold up. Yeah, you gotta go. You can't be here no more. You cannot be here no more. And it's costing them. That's a herd of pigs out. You know, a herd of, if the pigs is 2,000, somebody is breeding these pigs. So it's gonna cost them to get rid of this demon, right? The sister had the question the last time with the dispensary. Somebody who is into that. Imagine they come into the truth. You get the point? Like so much of our lifestyle is tied into things that are against the Lord. You come into the truth, you might have to just go get another slave. You're a police officer. You know, we'll encourage you to leave that job. You get the point? You in the military, you got to get out of that military. We got to work it out so you could leave. Well, it is you just, you work your time out and don't re-sign up or whatever it is. We get you, whatever you need. But imagine so much of the economy is tied into sin. And you coming in here with this truth. Nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I need to pay these bills. You over here giving me a goddamn conscience. I don't want to think about none of that shit. I just want to do this and sell this and smoke this and drink this and have sex with whoever. And I don't need you telling me what to do. As a matter of fact, leave. Just go. Nigga, you're effing up my high. You ever hear that shit? Yeah, the demon don't need you around talking all this fucking conscious talk. Like, I need to get high in peace. I don't need the Jews is black. So fucking what? God damn it! Can't even light this shit. You throw the light to every goddamn thing. You mad now because this demon can't get to have fun with you anymore. That's what's going on here. You get the point? They're asking you to leave. On the flip side, you would be separating yourself. On the flip side of it, you would be separating yourself from the people who could help you. They're in numbers. They outnumber in there, so they'll ask you to leave. On the flip side, you will separate yourself from all the people who could help you. You get the point? That's an understanding of it, and that's why you should be in class. You should be around so many. Shippat, find for me iron sharpen iron. Also, somebody read Matthew 17 and 21. All right, give me Matthew 17 and 21. Matthew, right? Mathew. Just so we clear, all right? Matthew 17.
Matthew 17 and 21.
Hold on, give me you can start at 14.
Matthew 17 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and so vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire, and oft times into the water.
Right. So this man came to him and said, listen, man, have mercy on my son, because he a lunatic and he is vexed. He's vexed with something. Something is vexing him. For many times, that's what oft times mean, like often. He falls into the fire or into water. What does that mean? Go ahead.
He falls into trouble.
Today, it would mean that. Today, you could, in the spirit, is like that. But this is literal here.
He doesn't have any balance.
I think you should be a lawyer, brother. You have a way of putting things on. Okay, if he didn't have balance, you wouldn't need Christ. Because having balance is not something, not having balance. Kids don't have balance. Don't think of a son like a boy. Think of a son like a grown man and his grown son. Or a boy too. That's not what it is. This is, he throws himself into the fire sometimes. And if it's not that, he can't swim and he jumping into this lake. We have to keep an eye on him. Today, you would see somebody run out into the street. You get the point? Or, do some old crazy nonsense. You understand? That's what's happening. Don't think he falls into the fire like he's walking and oops, I fell. This is not that. This is somebody who is harming themselves. He's vexed with a demon. Go ahead.
It's like it was a interview with one of the brother, and he was saying that his previous life, he would always have his friends back, right? So if his friend got into something, then he would just jump into it. And he was saying he was out in the club with another brother in school, and someone came up to that brother that he was with, and like that him up. So he thought he was cool. That brother got into a fight. He was just about to jump into action, but he was like, hold on now.
Right.
That's not what we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not that type of party.
Right.
He was about to jump into the fire
because of he saw somebody was cool. It's that too. It's okay. I don't want to use that example too tough, because that's the type of loyalty we cultivate in here. Some shit happen, brother. I don't want to hear, I don't hear none of that shit. That's why you have to be very careful with the problems you have in the school, because our reaction is not normal. That's the best way to put it. Our reaction is not normal. You get a phone call that who did what, where? All right, no sweat. Shalom. And then Legion shows up. The good Legion shows up, and it's going to be something else. You get the point? So that's in a way, but this is where this is somebody who is harming themselves, and in a way getting into trouble could be seen as the fire or the water, something that's going to get you killed. Like, you can't look at this situation and be like, I should not do that. You get the point? I should not do that. Now, the Christian would say, that's why I don't come on the street corner with you, because that's fire. Ain't nobody shooting up here. Ain't nobody shooting up the corner. They be mad as shit. The Arab was over there putting all Allah's curses on us this weekend. He was Bismillah Rahim and kissing his hand and Allah this and Allah that. Listen, Allah ain't helping nobody in Palestine right now. He giving them plenty rocks to worship though. They ain't got to go to Mecca right now. They could just, circle the town, right? In here, we don't get the things people outside get. So this year is okay. He's harming himself. He's falling into the fire, throwing himself in the fire. It's like a child gonna put in their hand on the stove all the time. A child that playing with the matches just to see, just lighting it up, seeing it burn, and not moving. Like, yo, it gonna catch on to your clothes, and they just wowed by the fire, or wowed by the water, or wowed by drinking and driving, or wowed by going and getting higher and trying new drugs and not seeing the danger. This person is vexed with a demon. Keep going.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought him to that disciple, and they could not cure him.
Right. So this brother, he knew that Christ and his disciples would do what? Cast demons out. They would help people. They would, rid them of their problems. But the disciples could not do it. The disciples could not, help this brother out. Go ahead.
17. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation,
mm-hmm.
how long shall I be with you? How long should I suffer you? Bring him hither to me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And Jesus rebuked the devil,
mm-hmm.
and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour.
Mm-hmm.
Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, why could not we cast him out?
Right. So Christ went and he said, oh, faithless and perverse generation. And then he said, bring the boy here. And Christ cast the demon out of him. And the boy was healed. The boy was cured. The disciples came to Christ after and say, Salakia, sir. They came to him. That's when they say apart, meaning separate, not in front of everybody. And there's like, why couldn't we cast him out? Read 20.
And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief.
Mm-hmm.
Read
it again.
Because of your unbelief.
Because of what?
Your unbelief.
Because of what?
Unbelief.
Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as the grain of a mustard seed,
mm-hmm.
ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place,
and
it shall remove,
and
nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
He said, howbeit, this type of demon goes not out but except for prayer and fasting. So now the brother asks, how can you cast demons out? It depends on what you have. It's just like going to a doctor and saying, how can you get cured from a sickness? It depends on what you have. Sometimes Tylenol. Trump said Tylenol give you autism. I don't know about that shit. I know it can stop this headache. You get the point? Sometimes it's Tylenol. Sometimes it means you have to cut your leg off. It depends. right? This kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So now let's backtrack a little bit. Read verse 17 one more time.
Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me.
What does he say in there? Ragash. Read it one more time.
Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me.
What does he say in there? No sweat. No sweat. Let me read verse 20 in the meantime.
And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as the grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
All right. Ragash, you get it yet? Which one you looking up?
I'm looking up the definition of perverse.
Okay, what you found?
It says right here, desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences.
Right? In spite of the consequences, you still behave in whatever way that you choose to behave. You ever hear the word perverted? Like this person's perverted. It used to be used for somebody who's a sexual deviant. You pervert, that's where it comes from. Perverse. Somebody who is behaving in a way that's not acceptable. Right? So when he says, "Oh, faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me." What does he say?
Is that saying that
You have the mic? Okay. So go ahead.
Is it saying that for that generation that they, I guess the wrong that they were doing, he was asking them like how long shall he be with them before he gives them a chance to get it right before he
So who's he talking to?
Talking to, go back up to context. About him to the disciples.
He said, "Oh, faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you?" If it was the brother who asked the question, if he's answering to you, let me know. All right, keep an eye.
Is he talking to the children of Israel?
A little more specific. Anybody else?
Salagis, if I may.
I'm a pass on you too, Kazak. You think you're gonna sneak in here on the Shabbat tunnel and just jump the class? You know what I mean? You'll download Candy Crush or Tetris or something if you can't wait. You'll play solitaire if you can't wait. When y'all was young in the truth, everybody waited on y'all to get the answer.
Yeah, that's right.
You're coming so smooth. So like you say, if I may, Shabbat is like up here, with his hand up here, like he ran in the Olympics in '76. Yo, let the light bulb go off in their head. All right, somebody online? Go ahead.
Warren Yahanna says he's speaking to the disciples.
He's speaking to the disciples, right? He's speaking to the disciples. Let me ask you, young brother, what is he really saying to the disciples?
I would take it that they couldn't cast him out because they didn't have the faith.
Well, that's the other part in 20, but in 17, what is he really saying to them? You want to try it? That's right. Next time, just raise your hand, all right? Go ahead.
Is it that the disciples were also like not doing what the Lord wanted them to do?
You onto it. You definitely onto it. What did he want them to do?
He wanted them to pray and fast.
So that they could do what?
So they could have clarity in order to know what to do to cast the demon
To
out.
cast this demon out. So I'm trying not to give it to you. So, okay, if he wanted them to cast the demon out, what does it say about them? No sweat.
They didn't have enough faith.
That they didn't have enough faith, which means hold on, sis. Regasha, pass me up. No sweat.
Is it they had a demon?
No, we on to it. Like they couldn't remember the demon yielded to Christ when he cast them out, right? So you could pass it to Regasha. That's why you don't pick up the baby too much. The demon yielded to Christ. If the demon didn't yield to them, who yielded?
The disciples yielded.
The disciples yielded. So now read 17 one more time, understanding that.
Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer?
You even read the difference now. Now that you understand it, I'm hearing, how long shall I be with you? You didn't say that shit first. You didn't say, you said, oh, faithless and perversion, how long shall I be with you? You see, he's like, well, how long will I be with you? How long we gonna chill? He's like, how long will I be with you? Now you understand what's going on. What is Christ telling them? Go ahead.
They weren't following orders. And when they yielded, they disobeyed God.
Okay. Yes and no. Not so. You on it, but not that. This is a little different. All right, you want to try? Go ahead.
He basically, they didn't follow, or like you've been around me all this time and you still don't have faith. So he's saying, like, how long I have to continue to tell you?
You've been around all this time and you still. Go ahead, sis. Pass the mic, Regash.
I was gonna say something different.
Let me hear it. You listen. Sisters might get this one. I'm just trying to tell you. I'll explain it why I say
You
that.
said, what do he want from them? Is the question.
No, what is he saying to them when he says that?
Get your shit together.
Yes. Yes. Brothers tend to be more brotherly with brothers who they're training up and doing it. And it comes from just our upbringing. We think that, somebody checking you is not love. A woman, brother, she's not you. If this shit ain't right, nigga, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. That's her. In this case here, and this is not saying he's feminine or anything. This is not that. This is a checking. He's checking these disciples. And to call them a perverse and faithless generation, Shepard, bring it home for me. Come on, Mo. Bring it home. He's saying, you motherfuckers, you've been around me so goddamn long. You can't do this goddamn job. What the fuck is wrong? That's what he's keep cursing them out here. Christ cursed out these disciples, brother. That's why he say, how long do I have to be babysitting you? You want me to wipe your ass too? How long you been around? You can't handle this. Bring him here. Don't worry. I'll handle it. I'll do that too. I'll tie your shoelace. I'll wipe your ass. I'll feed you. I'll put you to sleep. I'll go dream for you. That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
I made it that the word suffer, I was told when you look at suffer is as besides the physical suffering, tolerate. How long must I tolerate you?
But tolerate what?
Oh, tolerate you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Tolerate, I'm gonna say it to you the professional way. How long must I tolerate your incompetence? How long must I tolerate you underperforming? I done showed you what to do. I done walked you through it. You've seen me do it. Why can't you do it? Why is this demon beating you in front of me? I done taught you what to do. You think I want to hear somebody come up and say, hey, Salaki, could you help me with my son? I went to your disciples. It's 12 of them. But my disciples couldn't do it? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Bring him here. Bring him. I'll do it. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah, boys. He's whole now. Oh, the water said, no problem. Go with the Lord. You mother. It's an embarrassment. That's what he's doing here. He's checking them because they're not taking this thing serious like they should. They're not growing like they should because they just, oh, Salaki, go ahead. Oh, do your thing, sis. They're not growing like they should. And because they're not doing it, they done met a demon that beat them, which means they done struggling with something else. And it happens with growth. It happens with growing. It happens with growth. Everybody at some time done get checked where I can't believe we still talking about this. Every brother and sister in here done, you get off the phone or and this is the cool thing about the UPK. You don't get the check-in, and what comes after the check-in? Who knows? You all forget? I guess the check-in was so damn hard. Go ahead.
It's the follow-up questions that come after.
No, there's something that happens after the check. You don't get, there ain't no questions. You're getting fully blazed on now. You're getting checked, and you couldn't do this, and you couldn't do that. You're a grown man, you're adult. Sis, you're a grown woman, you couldn't do this, you couldn't. After that, do you understand? What happens right there? No, there's something else. This is the cold part about it.
The feeling of self-disappointment.
Well, I mean, okay, you can feel whatever the fuck you want, but there's something that happens after that thing is closed. Do you understand me? You understand? Khan?
When
it's real simple.
To break it down to you.
No. You get the breakdown is in the blazing arc. If you're paying attention, you'll get it. Most of the time, you start phasing out because somebody yelling at you. You don't put on your blockers. No, I don't hear anything. You don't put on your blockers. But if you're hearing it, the thing is explained to you. It's like you already know what to do. And really nothing needs to be explained. You just need to go apply yourself. But usually after the check-in, I'll take Shapato Kazak at this point. So like, you have to pause the solitaire.
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
After the check-in is the UP One West term is the sew up. After the cut is the sew up, where it's like
the sew up comes after, like after you done did whatever you did, and it's like good job.
Right.
Or sometimes that don't even come. The sew up is you doing it.
Right.
There's something that happens right after the check-in.
If I could,
sir, if you get checked out, you don't even want to do it. Go ahead, Awarium.
It's like I said, yeah. If I could, after the check-in, normally comes the counsel, the guidance as to how to.
No, you're skipping it, Doc. You're skipping it.
If I may, I got it now. So like it.
Go ahead. Come on.
It's you now. You get asked to do what you just got checked about.
No, well, you're getting checked, and you're getting the order. Go do it. Go do it, Doc. Is this something you can handle, or I'll get somebody else? Everybody has heard that before, right? Sissy, you mean to tell me you have to open your mouth every single time? You can't shut your mouth? You're a crazy woman. If you're a crazy woman, talk. But talk. You crazy? Do you understand? You want me to talk now, sir? Yes, God damn it. Come on, I understand. Right there, what happens?
Give back what you stole says maybe being embarrassed first.
You're gonna be embarrassed. The whole thing was embarrassed. You're getting checked because you're gonna embarrass somebody who put time and energy and effort and love into you. I'm gonna just give it to you for time's sake. After it's, you understand? Cancel. Do you want to salute at that point? No, you don't. You're not, right? You don't want to. So, some of you, me, so I ain't gonna say some of you. Not y'all, a y'all problem. You understand? Come on. Shalom. Yabashim Shabbat. Yeah, shalom. Salaki, the phone broke up. Yahabashim Shabbat. Shalom. Yahabashim Shabbat. Yeah, I ain't gonna yield to no fucking demon. You gonna do the salute. You gonna, if you can't do the salute, how the hell you gonna do what I just checked you for?
Right.
In this life we live is different than the world. If somebody takes the time out to you to turn the blow dryer on, and just get hair dry. You know what I mean? Hair dry. You ever seen them cartoons when the blow dryer come on and your hair just go back straight? That's how the hell the check-in feel coming through the phone. You be doing this. Can you hear me? Cancel. Yeah. And after that, brother, you don't even want to say shalom. The sister be on the other end. No problem, sis. No problem. So water. Because usually when that happens, you used to reacting yourself. But this checking you get, what you don't know, this checking you getting is love. This checking you getting is because this person cares about it. If this person didn't care, you could just go ahead and do what the hell you want to do. You can just go ahead and do what the hell you want to do. If Christ didn't care about these brothers, he wouldn't have said shit. But he done raise them. This is a job we doing. We doing something nobody else ain't doing. Y'all been with me. Y'all did this. Y'all do that. Y'all can't handle this simple task. Jeremiah Hyman used to say it years ago. I don't know if he still say it. Sometimes, the classes are a lot different now, and I think it's because there's so much classes out. So a lot of people watch the class and get into the spirit of it. But, long ago when there was not so many classes, like, Jeremiah Hyman teaching a class, brother, you rushing from slavery, or you're here early, and you just getting it in, and there might be something you can't get. And you might answer something that's just totally left field, right? Jeremiah would be like, "Are we trying to save the world?" He'll be like, "Come, we're trying to build a nation, right? With this shit." It's like, okay, if they can't cast this demon out, how the hell we pushing the Romans back? How the hell we raising a nation up? Y'all can't handle this shit? Are we supposed to save the world, right? We're supposed to be the best in charge. When the righteous are in authority, the wicked more, right? But you can't handle this thing. This one thing you can't handle? Goddamn, how long must I be with you? That's this here. He's checking them. You get the point? Give me verse 20 again.
Verse 20. And Jesus said unto him,
unto them.
Salaki. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto the mountains, to this mountains, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Right? So remember, this is his response after they came to him, after they done got checked. And they say, why couldn't we do it? It's 12 of them. Why couldn't we do this thing? And he said, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as the grain of a mustard seed, you could move this mountain. What does that part mean? Younger brothers, Ragash.
Is it saying that if you have faith? Is it basically saying that whatever you put your mind to, that you'll be able to do it? Is it basically saying it like that?
A little bit simpler. Christians say it all the time. If you had faith as a mustard seed, you could move this mountain. I tried to do my preacher. Go ahead.
But even if you have a little bit of faith, anything is possible.
Well, that's what the Christians say. That's what they say. That's not what Christ is saying here. What is Christ really saying here? Don't pass it to Shabbat. Come on, man. I'll call Shabbat and Kazak and warrior in like Navy Team SEAL 6. You ought to come in when they can't clean it up. Go ahead, let me get the young brother here first. Somebody online, I'm gonna come to it. Go ahead. He said, because of your unbelief. For if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall move mountains.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing.
The same thing. Yeah, you're nice brothers, man. Your brotherly brothers are. Your one brother say, well, he don't have no balance. That's why he fall into the fire. Yeah, I mean, he ain't got a problem. He just gets this little balance. His balances is off. The other brother say, yeah, well, if you have a little faith, something. That's not what Christ is saying. What did brother online say now? Go ahead.
Warren B. Howard Shine said, it's like, sir, I've heard a mustard seed is sturdy under pressure, so it should be the same with your faith.
It's sturdy under pressure, and the mustard seed so small. The Christians they say all this stuff. I'm not calling you all Christians. I'm saying that's what they say. So that's natural that you all would come up with those answers. Go ahead.
Lonnie Campbell says, still got to put in work. Yafaya says, put the work in and it can be done. And Yaya Zab Network says, get rid of the demons.
Okay, the last three, close to it. It's a little bit more blunt. This is why the UPK is the UPK. And you'll see the UPK has the spirit of Christ. Go ahead, Mo. The UPK has the spirit of Christ. It's you. The last three is kind of onto it. Anybody else want to try it? Go ahead, sis. Since if you know it too and you'll say it, I'm gonna be cross with you. Go ahead.
Is it if they were following orders, if they were doing what Christ was doing?
You onto it, but he ain't saying that, and he ain't saying it so nice. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do you think? Oh, you want something else? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one right here blew my mind
when you found out what it was, right? Me too. I remember it. I remember when the thing was like, whoa, Christ is not that type of person. Go ahead.
Was he calling them weak?
You onto it. That's just like over here. She flagging the plane though. Go ahead.
Is he basically saying if you wasn't so stupid?
Okay. Not so much the stupid part, but on the weak part.
Yeah.
Christ is saying, go ahead. You good? Or since you want to try again? Oh, you good? Okay, he's saying here, remember he said, because of your unbelief. For verily, I say unto you, if you have faith as a mustard seed. If you had faith as a mustard seed. What is he saying? You have it? Go ahead.
You don't have faith.
You niggas ain't even believe this bullshit that you say you're in. Like, y'all don't even have faith. Now, brother, saying that to somebody who's following Christ is gutting. You understand? It's like, well, Slack, you say, why couldn't we do this? Y'all bullshitting, that's why. You're full of shit. You don't believe nothing. He said it, for your unbelief. If you had faith as a little mustard seed, if you had a little bit of faith, you could have did it, which means what? They didn't even have that. That's why he said, you perverse and faithless generation. Nigga, you don't believe this thing that you following me about. Why are you even following me? You don't believe it. That's why you can't cast this demon out. That's why you can't do this thing. You don't believe. Now imagine you following Christ and he say that to you. You might as well just go fall in the fire or jump in the water. You might as well just go. You might just give up at this point. Yeah, you might just lose balance. You just go lose balance and stagger off somewhere. He's saying you don't have no faith. You don't believe in nothing. Because if you did, even a little bit, you'd have handled that thing. And that's why the UPK is undefeated everywhere. Because when you go to battle on the street, you go to teach on the street, we actually believe what we're saying. People even say, "You believe that shit?" And they laugh. They laugh. They laugh at us, all kind of shit. You believe that, God? You believe this? You believe that? Yes, nigga, we do. We actually believe what we saying. You look at Christians and fake Israelite. That's Sakari. Oh, let Sakari live for a little while. That Sakari don't believe what he teaches. He's saying one thing, and then going on Amazon looking for a bargain on a plugin. Right? Oh, y'all forget who Sakari was. Nigga who like to sit on things, and he's gay. You're right. He likes things put inside of him from his woman. Go ahead.
Like, sir, it was a whole kit.
He looked for the kit. He looked for the whole kit, not just one part. Because they don't got no faith. They don't got no belief into nothing. And even his people don't got no belief because nobody is checking him. Nobody is taking him to counsel. Nobody is doing none of that thing because they don't believe what they teach. They don't believe that thing. They say one thing, but they do something else. You get the point? That's why he was mad with them there. He was wroth with them at that point. And he cursed them on. And this is not the first time. I think some other time he called them uncircumcised. Or was that the Sadducees? There's another time he cursed them out too. You know what I mean? This uncircumcised, wicked generation, something. Like he's checking them because they not turning on to this thing like they need to. It's damn near like they're still in Rome. Mentally, their spirit is still part of Rome instead of, being with the Lord and standing with the Lord. Like, you mean to tell me, imagine you go to camp, brother, and you get defeated by some sodomite. You get defeated by some drug addict. He pulling scriptures, cutting you, and you coming back to ask for the breakdown on the cut. You listen, this is the spirit that we have as a people. Because when you're young, what would your parents say? If you lose a fight, what happened? Go ahead, come on, tell them that.
You're going to go back out there and fight them again until you win.
Before that.
Did you win?
Before that.
I'm going to beat you next.
Okay, okay. Maybe all of that is part of it. But it's conveying one main topic.
You repeat the question again. I just want to make sure I heard you.
I got you. How do we tell our kids about losing a fight? Like what do we say to the kids about losing a fight? If you lose, don't come home. If they whoop your ass out, they stay out there. Don't come to the door. You understand? Now imagine you come to the door. Blood, scratches. Why couldn't I win the fight? You're going to get cussed out. You're going to get... And then they take you back down there to settle that thing. That's this. That's this here.
Salaki, sir.
Come on, please.
If I may, sir, and the Bible is so heavy, it's easy for me to understand. Like having a father makes a lot of these things easy to understand. And I remember me and my brothers, we were playing football in this large field. And it was this cat. He was like a grown man, pretty much. We were in like middle school. He was like a senior in high school. He failed a couple. He was like 20, 21. We like 13, 12.
We all was playing Debo.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And this cat was like 350 pounds. He was just the biggest cat out there. And he had a reputation. And so I remember he would always get the football and then everybody would move out the way and just let him score. And I remember one time my pops was he was just sitting outside leaning on his car and he watched and he seen that happen. And I remember he came over there and he said, what the hell y'all doing? He was like, get him. He's looking at just me, my brothers, and all the other kids that was out there. He was like, what y'all scared of him? And then he got mad. He's like, move. He's like, I'm on y'all team. He was like, give me the ball again.
Exactly. Exactly. Listen, go ahead. I need to go to you. Go ahead.
No, exactly what you said. What Christ did, how he did it, and he tackled that cat. And I remember seeing that. it made us feel like we were weak. It was like you could have just did it if you just had.
You could have
if you weren't scared.
That's it. That's it. It's something within us how the Lord made our spirit, and we get it from Him, no doubt, because you see Christ is doing it here, where you really get equipped with everything you need. Go out there and swing, man. Go swing. Go connect. Go make this thing happen. Don't go out there and yield. Like them fools who let the Arab come up on them and say, well, don't argue, no yelling. Why is the 2 dates wrong? Nigga, why Muhammad is fucking that 9-year-old girl? They don't have that because they yielded to him. He came up. Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Oh, assalamu alaikum. You old Negro. You yielding to them. Since when you supposed to respect them? They don't respect you in their stores. They don't respect you on the street. The Arab came up on Saturday at camp trying to clown the camp. I had to go and tell Kazak, I wanted to tell him, fuck Allah, so goddamn mad. So I was so mad at this damn Arab brother. I just, didn't want to offend Commander Yahanna and get checked into the ground. But good night, you cannot yield to a demon. You cannot. It's impossible. If you don't know how to fight, it is one thing. But you cannot yield to a demon. You cannot do that. You should never, ever do it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
If you watch,
I come to you, Warren.
If you watch the tape when you addressed them, though, right? And you said you don't have to do it. You don't have to do that, and because it ain't no virgins in heaven for you.
Shit, you're right.
You could just see him look up in the sky like, damn, how you know that?
Yeah. He didn't know what I really wanted to do. If he stayed there 5 minutes longer, brother, we was pulling that Quran up. So that Quran would have been on deck and on the ground. Salaki, go ahead, Warrior.
Salaki, sir, on this same topic, right? Can we use Luke chapter 10, verse 17 through 19 to show the contrast as to what Christ expects from his disciples?
Let me hear it.
Come on. Luke chapter 10, verse 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all power of the enemy, and nothing shall be by any means hurt you.
You could use this in the contrast. To definitely use it for that. You get the point?
Come on.
I believe this is after he sent them out.
Come on, sir.
Right? He sends off like the general would send out camps on the street. And you come back and you talking about this battle you done had. You done had this battle and you hyped about the thing. You send the clip to the general or your camp leader or whatever. And it's like, yeah, man, shit. Listen, you got the truth out. You for sure crushed him like you should have. You crushed him just like you should because you got all powerful. What you have is from the Lord. That's the same thing. You get the point? Now imagine you some fake Israelite. You go back, and giving your report, and this Arab come and you're begging him to stay, and then somebody else come in and say, hold on, let me ask a question. And you giving that report to the person who put time and effort and money and love into you. And this Arab done make a tape and making you look like an idiot. And you ain't asking him about one bomb, not one. You're not asking about Palestine. You're not asking about nothing. You didn't go on the offense at all. You done shamed whoever trained you. And that's the spirit in here. In here, brother, the beginning of the tape is it says these men are trained professionals. I could be paraphrasing. Who know what I'm talking about? The video. These men are trained professionals. Please do not try this at home. And it says Acts 19 and something. Charlie Kirk would have been alive if he listened to that thing. I heard him get asked some questions in the Bible. And he is taking the UPK breakdown and just making it for white people. Somebody asked him, he said, well, listen, Christ never talked about being a nationalist. He said nationality is in the Bible. And he pulled some scripture where you should do everything for your nation and this and that and your nation. And I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? Where he get that from? You listen to any Charlie Kirk thing where he's breaking down scripture, like he's pulling a precept. This nigga listening to UPK. I ain't lying. His wife just got up Sunday in the memorial and said, I forgive Charlie Kirk's shooter because I know that's what Christ would have wanted. What? Where'd she hear that from? You out there trying to perpetrate that. Don't do these things. The men in these videos are trained professionals. Did we do this? We've been trained to do this thing. Don't try this thing at home because you could get hurt. You could get hurt doing this job. And to you, it would be a shocker because you're not trained for this job. This job means that you don't have to come back home. The brothers that go to camp, they fully well know they don't have to come back home. The wives and children know he walk out that door. If he makes it back home after camp, it's a miracle. We already know that. We sign up for that. Y'all looking at me funny. If y'all don't know what your name, it's fine enough. I'm joking. They're looking at me like, hold on, I didn't sign up for this here. The men here, we know the cost. We understand what this really means. We understand this thing. Don't try these different things, all right? But of course, for the brother's question, as far as a demon, casting out a demon, understanding what it is, there's different ways because it might affect you differently. The main way is to get to class. Get to class. Get there. Strive and struggle and do whatever. Walk in that door at 8:55 if that's all you could do for now. That's fine. Get there. The Lord, you keep doing it, the Lord gonna open it up so you could get there at 7. But if you just don't do it, you wouldn't have what it takes to fight this demon, which is brotherhood. You won't have an army with you. Meanwhile, this demon is bringing an army. He's bringing legion. He's bringing backup. You trying to fight this thing on your own, shit is never ever gonna get solved. You ought to go jump him out. You ought to set him up and jump the nigga. Beat him down. Kick him in the mouth. And then walk off with your homies. Shoot a fair one for what? What the fuck we shooting a fair one for? You be in class, I to help you fight them demons. You get the point? Fight them demons in the space of brotherhood. Fight them demons around brothers, around sisters. You're going to be victorious. All right. So that's for the brother who asked that question. All right. What we got? Baptism. All right. Give me pull my notes. Give me the baptism with John. No, give me the washing. Washing benefit nothing. It's washing profited nothing. You know what I'm talking about?
Say it again, sir. Which one?
We said washing profited nothing, or washing benefits nothing. Where you have it on Bakwash? John 6:63. Hold that. Give me Mark 7. Yeah, give me Mark 7. Verses 4 and 8. Give me Ephesians 5 and 26.
Which one you want first, sir?
Just now, I'm gonna tell you. Say again, what? Okay, where you got that one from? John, say it again, John what? Hold on. No, that's not what it is. Hold on. I might be paraphrasing it wrong. Hold on. So, yeah, there's another one with the fire and the water. I think that's the one I want. Hold up. All right, baptism, right? Let me give me Luke. Hold on. Damn. Should I forget, brother? This thing here looking like the map, brother. I might have to do a breakdown on baptism. But give me Luke. Go ahead.
Are you looking for Matthew chapter 3:11?
We could start with that one. All right. Let me get Matthew 3:11. This is gonna be a little quick because I had to get to the other topic too, and time definitely going. All right, we can start with that one. Let me get Matthew 3:11. I'll take that one first. Whoever have it, read. Let's go quickly. All right.
Matthew chapter 3, verse 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance.
Right.
But he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost and with fire.
Right. So of course, this is John the Baptist telling the people, I indeed baptize you with water. Right. And for a Christian, the baptism is, the dipping in the water. They go down, in some lake, on the beach somewhere. Some of them build a pool right in their basement or something, and they take everybody down in the cellar and just get you wet. Nasty. So nasty. Right? And they say, well, John baptized, right? John baptized, but John said, I baptize with water. There's one who's coming who shoes I ain't even fit to tie. Like, I'm so filthy, I can't even tie his shoes. I can't hold a candle to him. He's going to baptize you with fire and not with water anymore. Why not with water anymore? Give me Leviticus, I think 17, hold up. Give me Leviticus 17, 15 through 16. Give me Exodus 30. May not need the Exodus one. Let me see.
Leviticus chapter 17, verse 15. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beast, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even. Then shall he be clean.
Right? Go ahead.
But if he wash them not, nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his iniquity.
Right? Baptism comes from our culture that's written in our law of washing. Like, we are the only people who have a law to wash. You get the point? Like, you have to wash at the end of, something. Right? It's give me like what we see here. Give me Exodus, hold on. Exodus 30 and 17. 17 through 21. Whoever have it, read, all right, quickly.
It's Exodus chapter 30, verse 17. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Thou shalt also make a layer of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash thereof, to wash withal. And thou shalt put it between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and thou shalt put water therein. For Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet thereat. When they go into the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water. They that they die not. Or when they come near to the altar to minister, to burn offering made by fire unto the Lord. So they shall wash their hands and their feet.
Tell me when you get to 21, all right?
Verse 21, kind of.
Tell me when you get there.
It's verse 21 right
Okay,
now.
go ahead. So you see, so far, it's about washing the hands and feet. There's a brass bowl with the water. That's where the Catholics get from, where you come in the church You dip your finger in the holy water and make the sign of the cross. They get it from this. Of course, it's perverted. It's perverse. This is also where the Muslims get the washing behind your ears and washing your feet and all that type of shit. They get it from this. All right, go ahead.
Verse 21. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not, and it shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and his seed throughout their generations.
Right? We have a culture of washing, and it's even written in our law to wash, and just best practices. Like long before COVID, black people was doing what? I'm too old. Black people was doing what? Coming home, and when you come home from outside, what do? No, so next time raise your hands.
Get in the shower.
You get in the shower. Or you change your clothes. You don't want to put on don't sit on the bed with the outside clothes. Washing your hands. If you can't wash your hands and you see somebody, you get another elbow or something. We was doing that long before COVID. The white man did that in COVID. It took a disease for him to do what we do normally, what we do naturally. You get the point? Because this is in our culture. Somebody had a hand up. Go ahead. You had your hand up, sis? Oh, you good? You good? All right, go ahead.
It's like in my travels, I see it all the time.
Go ahead.
It's like whenever people cough or sneeze, they just do it out in the open.
Whatever.
And it just spews all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, just like across the street, if they do that. But then, everybody does it.
Yeah, they're nasty. There's some nasty bastards, brother. They're nasty as hell. Go ahead.
Just to speak on that topic.
Let me get Leviticus 15 and hold on. 1 second. Grab Leviticus 15 and 16 from me. Go ahead. Keep say a point out.
Yeah, speak more on that. I've seen people cough and sneeze directly into their hand and still try to shake somebody else's hand.
They're nasty, brother. They're nasty. If you ever use a public bathroom, brother, you go in there, there's other people in there. You finish in the bathroom or the stall or whatever, you go to the sink. They just leave and walk straight the hell out. I know you done seen that shit and it's like nasty. We have a culture of washing. And the washing is, hygiene is good hygiene. Wash off that dirt off of you. And over time, the baptism was symbolic of becoming clean if you sin, right? If you sin, you become unclean or you feel dirty. You feel, now it's symbolic of how you would wash after you come into the temple or wash after this thing. Give me Leviticus 15.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 15, verse 16. And if any man's seed of compilation go out from him, then he shall wash all of his flesh in water and be unclean until the evening.
Right. This is talking about, of course, if a man, he has seed come out of him, he ejaculates, whether it's with a woman or a dream or he handles it himself, whatever. He had to go wash after. Washing after that's our culture. It's written in our law. Keep reading.
Verse 17. And in every garment and every skin whereon is the seed of copulation shall be
copulation, not compilation. Copulation.
Copulation shall be washed with water and be unclean until the evening.
What does that mean? Them sheets, brother. Y'all done went and did all the nasty all night long. Them sheets going in the wash the next morning. You think the heathen is doing that shit? Next time you go to a hotel, carry the white lighter. Carry the white light. Carry the white light and just. Oh. Hey, yeah, let me get another room. You get the point? Go ahead. Keep going.
Verse 18. The woman also with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the evening.
Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Right, and the reason for that is, of course, it's bodily fluids coming out of you. The Lord done put a quarantine system in us long before COVID. You don't lay with your woman, you sisters, you don't lay with your man. You all go wash, you all take a shower, and you all stay separate from everybody else until the sun go down, until the next sundown. Because if anything was, if there's something that you're dealing with, it'll show up in that time. That's the premise of this. Now you don't go around and touching everybody, and you all stay separate a little bit. You all handle that thing over there. You all don't need to bring all that thing over here. You get the point? It's the Lord putting, the quarantine in place. He puts in something in place for us to be separate and thrive as a people, right? Go ahead.
Verse 19, and if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the evening.
And that's, of course, talking about her monthly, right? Now, give me 21.
Verse 21, and whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening.
Again, it's bodily fluids coming out of you. You had to wash, and then the evening again, and wash. We have a whole culture of washing, everything washing. Even in here, you come through the door, there's hand sanitizer right by the door. You can come in here and take a squeeze, you good to go. You get the point? Like, as a people, this has always been our culture. The baptism comes from this practice of washing. It's symbolic. It's supposed to mean you done did this thing and it made you unclean, it made you dirty. So now you go to the priest, they wash you. Because the agreement is you done pay this fine or the turtle doves or you sacrifice this young bullock and you wash. So you ain't doing this again. You go get yourself to, clean up. Even to this day, they say it in the addiction world. I've been such and such years clean. It's symbolic of something. That's what baptism really is. It's absolutely symbolic. All right. What else was I holding?
Ephesians 5:26.
Let me see if I want that. We already did Matthew. Yeah, let me get Ephesians 5:26.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Ephesians what? 5:26. All right, go ahead.
Verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
That he might do what?
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
Right? The real baptism is the washing of water by the words, by the word, by getting taught. That's the real baptism. Give me the one in Acts. I believe Acts 19. You could start at 1. There's another one that I want for it would be fire. Fire and water. Hold on.
Are you referring to the one where it said when Christ said John baptized with water and I baptized with fire, or something different?
No, not that one. There's another one. I think it's like Peter. It might be Peter. Hold on. You have it?
No, I was actually page of himself.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing on. Somebody pick up the other one, Acts 19.
Sorry, sir.
19 and 1. Let's go quickly, all right? Please.
Acts 19 and 1. And it came to pass that while Apollo was at Corinth, Paul, having passed through the upper coast, came to Ephesus, and finding certain disciples, he said unto them, have ye received the Holy Ghost since ye believed?
Right. So when Paul went into this area, he saw some of the disciples, and he said, have you received the Holy Spirit since you believe? You say you believe. Have you all had the Holy Spirit? Go ahead. When you see ghosts, you say spirit, all right?
And they said unto him, we have not so much as heard whether there be any Holy Ghost.
Spirit. Whenever you see ghosts, you see spirit. Say spirit, right? There's 5 words that are straight up mistranslations in the Bible. ghost is supposed to be spirit. The church put ghost because they think when you die, the person's spirit ghost comes back to haunt you. Spirit is not that. Spirit is a vibe. It's a vibe. It's like we say today, like do you have the Christmas spirit? It's not a haunting thing. It's you in the spirit of Christmas. Those of you all who from the area, everybody on the commanders now, commanders this, commanders that. It's W's everywhere, and you know everybody is in the whole spirit of the commanders. You get the point? But we understand that. We know this is bandwagon inside. We know we A1 day one, right? Your spirit is a vibe. Another one is regeneration. Regeneration is supposed to be reincarnation. Easter is supposed to be Passover. Go ahead. Religion is supposed to be consciousness or your way of thinking. The fifth one.
Select, sir.
Come on.
I believe the word God should be power.
God and power in certain cases for sure, or the power.
Okay.
Right? And that might be it. If I do remember another one, I think. I can't remember if that's it. But I think that's definitely them four for sure. Is it all right? So go ahead. So he saw them. He asked them, have you all received the Holy Spirit? Right? They say, we ain't even so much as heard of a Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, unto what then they... And he said unto them, unto what then were ye baptized?
Right. And he said unto them, if you haven't received the Holy Spirit, unto what will you baptize? Like, how will you baptize? Because you all say you're baptized, right? Go ahead. And that's anybody who, the sister, I think it's a sister asked the question. Sister who asked the question, if a Christian is fighting you on the breakdown, this is where you would go with it, right? Ask them if they receive the Holy Spirit, and they might fumble. And then you could ask them, what is the Holy Spirit? And you let them know the Holy Spirit is a separate spirit, it's a separate vibe. You can't be a Christian and have the Holy Spirit because there's a faggot on the choir right next to you. You know the preacher is having sex with somebody's wife in the church. So you know of different accounts of some young girls or some young boys getting molested in the damn church. You get the point? So there's nothing holy and separate about the vibe in there. It's the same everywhere. It's the same in every church. All right, go ahead.
And they said unto John's baptism.
Unto John's baptism, which is what? What is John's baptism? Water. That's the dunking in water. They said we was baptized unto John's baptism. Go ahead. But they said we don't know nothing about no Holy Spirit. We don't understand that thing. Go ahead.
Then said Paul, John verily baptized with the baptism of repentance, saying unto the people that they should believe on him which should come after him, that is, on Christ Jesus.
Right? John verily baptized with water, but he also said, you should believe Christ who will come after, meaning once Christ show up, everything I'm doing is void. Don't even worry about that shit. You should follow him and what he say to do, right? Keep going. What verse you at?
Verse 5, sir.
I think keep reading.
When they heard this.
When they what?
When they heard this.
When they what?
Heard this.
Go ahead.
They were baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus.
When they heard these things, they became baptized. What does that mean? Come on.
So when you get taught something, you're being baptized on that subject.
That's it. You get taught this thing. You hear it. Be sanctified by the word. That's what we talked about before. Not with water, but by hearing something. Being taught is being baptized. Go ahead. I'm looking for that one. A Warren Kazak, or Shapat, if you know, or Bakwash, if you know what I'm talking about. Where it talks about, hold on, I think I know. Let me try one more time. Go ahead, Shapat.
It's like I always tell Christians, you don't just be baptized one time. You be baptized many times. Every time you learn something out the Bible.
Now you're right up. You absolutely right. It's not one thing. Yeah, this is it. 2 Peter 3 and 6. Give me 2 Peter 3 and 6. Go ahead. Church not school, but congregation of Israelites. Church is congregation of Israelites. That's not so much a mistranslation, but that's just what the word means. I think the mistranslations is what they say in there, like Easter and regeneration, but that could be one too. All right. Give me 2 Peter, not 1 Peter, 2 Peter 3 and 6. Real quick, all right. What time you have, Bukwa?
2 Peter.
Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
That's a cold one right there, boy. You drop that on a Christian, they're gonna curse you out. They're gonna say, what Bible is that?
Right.
Let me see. I've never seen that scripture before. Read it one more time up.
Kawakan, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
All right. What is this talking about? Who knows?
Is this talking about the flood?
Which part is the flood?
The part where all of everybody drowned, basically.
Okay, but which part of this here is the flood? Which part of what we just read is the flood? Hold on. Which part of what we just read is the flood part? What verse?
Verse 6.
Verse 6, where it says, with the world which was
overflowed
with water and
perished.
So now that's talking about the flood, right? That's what he was going to say, right? What's the significance of that in this breakdown here?
That also happened with water.
That happened with water, and then what?
And the water wasn't. It was purifying the land.
Okay.
But not in a good way. If, lack of a better term, I can't really.
You right there with it. You right there with it. If a Christian saying, yeah, you had to get dunked in water. Well, listen, the Lord dunked everybody in water at one time. He dunked everybody so much, only 8 people came back up for air. But it didn't work. Because you're a Christian today. If the water helped, you wouldn't be no Christian. If the world was saved by water, then the Lord baptized everybody long before Creflo. Everybody was under there, glub, glub, glub. Everybody. The Lord baptized the giraffe, the trees, the snail. Everybody got baptism. The world wasn't saved by water. Just killed everybody. But read the second verse there, Kazak.
Kawakan. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
What really cleanses is fire, which is what Christ was bringing. This thing that burns and hurts and can kill. The earth, come on. Oh, so like bring it out. I can't really see it from here. Tried by fire. You're going to have to go into that fire if you really want to be baptized. If you really want to be baptized, you're going to have to get in that fire. You're going to have to be able to stand in the fire. You're going to have to be able to go through it. The fire is going to get rid of all the weakness from you. It's going to get rid of all the weakness. That's why he said the earth, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store and reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. The fire is what's going to work, not the water. The water came and, everybody's still doing what the hell they want. That fire is what's going to do it. What's the fire? Coming in here and being told everything about yourself that you don't want to hear at all. That's fire. Get the point? Coming in here and hearing everything and learning and then going back home and not eating pork, not eating shrimp, not celebrating birthdays, even though your family is going to damn near crucify you for it. And you do it anyway. You're going and standing in the fire. The fire is you come into the truth and all of a sudden, everybody starts to hate you. Everybody in your life have a problem with you. The natural thing is to do what? Since I come into this truth, this thing happened, I'm going to get out the fire. I'm going to leave. No, stay in there and get cooked, nigga. Go in there and get well done. Stay in that fire. Stand in it. Stand up in that fire. And on the other side, you would have been baptized. You would have learned what you need to learn. You would learn something about those people who you thought loved you. They loved you while you was getting high. They loved you while you was having sex with everybody and anybody in the clinic. You know all the chemical names for the drugs. That's a whole other level. You know the chemical names for the drugs. You know the full Latin for the damn STD. They loved you all through that. The minute you stop turning up, oh, you ought to get out of the house. You got to do this. You got to do that. They turn on you. Stand in the fire. You might learn who really loves you and who doesn't. You might learn what love really is. You get the point? You're going to learn more. Baptism is by fire, not by water. Water baptism does nothing. I think I'm still missing the one-on-one to know. I think I'm still missing the one-on-one. Where's the water profit? Nothing. I'm going to have to find it. All right? For time's sake. Just bear with me about 5 minutes. Right? What's up?
It wasn't a question.
Shit, I might be able to get it out. Let me hear it.
From Al-Azhar, it says, Salakia, sir. For the late question, if I could get a general breakdown on Genesis 2, 8 through 17, I wanted to know how much of these verses are metaphors.
Oh boy, that's a rough one. I can't do that right now. I probably have to ask it tomorrow or next week if you could hold off. All right. Let me get Matthew 18 and 15. Shit, I might have to do this. I hate this damn. I might have to do the topic at the top of the class and over question. Save these questions for after. 18 and 15. Let me get that. And give me 1 Corinthians 6. For the sister who asked the question on baptism, I hope that helps you. I could do another one next week or in a couple of weeks. There's a whole breakdown on the whole thing. But that's definitely the gist of it. The water doesn't do anything. It's the fire. And you hear from the disciples, they didn't they did the water baptism and they didn't get no Holy Spirit. Also, the Christian is going to tell you, well, Jesus was baptized, which is true. John baptized Jesus. He dipped him in water. But that doesn't mean the baptism continues. Christ did the baptism with John because of the prophecy. That was part of this is who he is. You get the point? He is the last. That's it. After that, it's passing on to Christ. You get the point? Like Christ did the baptism with John so that everybody would know this is the one to follow. And this is the last one there would ever be. And now you follow him. The problem is John didn't stop and follow Christ. John kept on doing what he was doing. All right. Matthew 18 and 15 quickly.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Mm-hmm.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Mm-hmm. Right? If your brother or sister trespass against you, go and tell them their fault between them and them alone. You want to definitely practice that. That's part of our law. Christ said to do it. And this is why our court system, our system of justice is way better than America's system. America's system, it promotes the fall out of brotherhood. It promotes everything that happens afterwards because there's money attached to it. There's money attached to, the bail and the, housing in the jail and everything else, a probation officer, all of that. In the Bible, there's none of that shit. There's none of that. There's none of that. We don't have jails in the Bible. We don't have that thing. There's going to be there's going to be a quick, there's no CSI in the Bible. The Bible tells you in Deuteronomy, I think 10 or 21 and 10, somebody could find it just for time's sake, just to be sure. Like if there's a murder that happens in a field that's equidistant from all the cities around, to the point where you don't know who killed this person. The Bible says all the elders of the cities around are supposed to come down, and they're gonna either I think cut the head off or this heifer or this bull, or cut the neck, and they all would come down, and they're supposed to wash their hands of this thing in there. And they said the leader of the city that does not show up to do it, we know that's the city where the person is. It's supposed to do what? When you hear about the murder, you're supposed to go through your city. You're supposed to put something out. Let all your officers and priests know, hey, there was a murder so-and-so over there. Go check it out. Go see if anybody came in last night from over there. If anybody was riding. The whole bulletin going to go out. All the other cities is going to check and see, yes, somebody was riding late after hours last night. Who's that person? Let's find them. Let's see what's going on. The person who doesn't come, they know that's the city. You get the point? If you don't show up and say, hey, I done did my due diligence, I checked through my city, I did not find this murderer, then they know that's your person. And now you have to go hand over that person. If you don't hand over that person, all the other cities by law have to make war with you. And they'll go in there and cut heads off and put your women and children in chains, and they'll become servants to the other city. That's the law of the concubine. You ever hear people say we could have concubines in the kingdom? And usually some old pervert think it means you could have a heathen. The law of the concubine is an Israelite law for us. You can only marry an Israelite woman, period. I don't care if you go to war with whoever, you fantasize about at night. You do over there fantasizing about some Moabite because you grew up watching anime. Nigga, you never get in chow mein. You never get in none of it. You're going to be satisfied with chicken and grits. You're going to be satisfied with curry goat and Haitian Creole rice. You better get satisfied with that. That law says, that law is for how we deal with each other, because the price of harboring a criminal is so great. The price of harboring somebody is so great. You are going to come forward and say, no, we found the bloody clothes. We found this. I saw him riding in. That person had to get given up because they done committed this murder. If they don't get given up, you run the risk of every other tribe or every other city falling on yours, which means your child, your daughter who you was growing up, she's going to be a concubine now. She had to shave her hair. She had to cut her nails. She had to go and be a second-class citizen to another city as a punishment for harboring this criminal. Here, you get a good lawyer. You get a small-hat lawyer. So, like, is somebody saying something?
So, like, if I may, sir, just what you were referring to is Deuteronomy chapter 21 as well.
21. Deuteronomy 21, you read it from verse 1 all the way down. Verse 1 through 10, it tells you about the law of the concubine. It tells you if you see a beautiful captive from among your enemies, you can take her as a wife. But she's not a wife like the first wife. There's a difference, because the first wife you would have paid for. You would have gone to her father and made a deal and made a dowry for. The second wife, you got to kill her father. You got to kill her mother. You got to kill everybody. And she gets taken as a prisoner of war. You get the point? That's where the concubine comes from. And then from 10 on down, it goes to tell you about the situation where that would arise among the 12 tribes. You get the point? A concubine in the Bible is a wife that's not gotten like the other wives. You get the point? I know some old, weak old sodomite ass Negro have got something to say. Go ahead.
Chris Kellerman says, you do know you're going to hell, right?
Nigga, we in hell. There's nowhere to go. I'm living in hell right now. I'm living in hell right now. There's a man right now that would come and light your house on fire with you in it. There's a man right now that would tie you up with chains and poke you with things and poke you until you bleed. There's a man doing that right now on the earth. Like, I don't need to go to hell. We in hell. But Chris is a devil. He's a white devil, and he's not in hell. He's in heaven. If anything, Chris, you go into hell. I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to make sure of it. If the Lord gives all permission, we're going to make sure of that. Right? So our customs are different. So now if your brother or sister offend you, you go to them and them alone tell them their fault. Right? Keep reading. Whoever was reading it. Matthew 18. Go ahead.
Verse
16.
Verse 16.
Give me 1 Corinthians 6 as well. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Quickly,
verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man in a
publican.
Publican.
Right? And if he hear you, you gain your brother. If the person says, you know what, you're right, I was wrong, Salakia, you gain your brother or sister. Anything outside of that, you have to call a council. Any disagreement, you don't have to go back and forth. You have to just call the council right there and say, you know what, we had to take it between 2 or 3 witnesses. You call the camp leader, you let them know you need to set a council up, and a council will be scheduled with the quickness. Sometimes the same day. You get a council scheduled, and both people would come in, and you'll get to say your piece, and the other person will get to say their piece, and then there'll be a series of questions and answers, and you'll get to respond, and then somebody neutral is going to decide who was right and wrong. And that's how we solve conflict in here. You don't got to go pay some small hat. You don't got to go sit and, pay some probation officer. You don't got to, get arrested and get carted off into something. We're going to deal with it right here, how the Lord said to deal with it. You go to council. Now, if the judgment of the council you disagree with, first you disagree with the person who came to you. You call the council. You go to council. The judgment of the council you disagree with. Now you had a call involve the whole nation. The nation going to come and hear this matter. Everybody. A huge council, and they're going to hear the matter. And that time, everybody in Israel going to be able to say, okay, nah, this person wrong because they did this. Well, they did this because that happened. It's going to be tried in public. And then the nation will decide who was right or wrong. And at that point, if you hear it, good, you've gained your brother or sister. If you don't hear it, you can't be among Israel because Israel has judged. You have to be treated as a heathen now or a publican. How do we treat heathens? You don't have no dealings with them. You separate. You get the point? You separate from them, or a publican. A publican is like a tax collector. You get the point? Which Israelites hated notoriously even till this day. Because no sweat. Not to be confused with a tithe collector, which you should love, right? That's what happens. That's what happens in Israel, and our system is pure and true and perfect. It's perfect. Why? Because the white man system existed forever, and nothing gets solved. In fact, things get worse. Zimmerman is walking today. He's walking around today. Right? The other one down there who killed Michael Brown, he's out. He didn't go to jail at all. You get the point? Like, the white man's system is, is full of flaws. It's not flawless at all. Right? Even in the Bible, which I wanted to get tonight, but you all could look it up. We had something called a sanctuary city. A sanctuary city, do you think? Sanctuary city is where you may have killed somebody, but it's an accident. This is not on purpose, right? Just like Zimmerman, right? Charlie Kirk says Zimmerman was being stalked by Trayvon Martin. Well, not according to the 911 calls. The 911 tape said the officer told Zimmerman to stand down. Do not follow him. He was stalking Trayvon Martin. He said they always get away. I have to stop them. They always get away. He hangs up, ignores the order to stand down, and goes and pursues and kills the brother. He said he didn't mean to do it. The white man take him in, let him go. He gets to go sell the gun for $250,000 in an auction, because this is the gun that killed Trayvon Martin. Skittles prices, stock went up because white people was buying Skittles and Arizona iced tea. The next Halloween, everybody bought a hoodie and was taking pictures on the ground like this and chalking themselves out. White boys was doing it, mocking Trayvon Martin. If this was an accident in the Bible, you kill somebody by accident, you ought to go get a horse and ride for the sanctuary city. That's what the Bible says. For time's sake, I'll just paraphrase to you all. The scripture says, if you make it to the sanctuary city before the victim's family gets you, that would mean this was really an accident. If their horses are faster and you don't make it, the Lord did not want you to get sanctuary. And this was not an accident, and you'll face judgment. That's perfect. Because if this was an accident, you know what you have to do. You ought to leave. But if this was something, you know, something else, you ain't going to leave right away. It's the spirit of the thing. And in that sanctuary city, you get protected. They can't touch you once you get there. You ought to stay there. And you stay in that sanctuary city outside of Israel. You ain't going to see your family no more. None of that. And I think until one of the current high priest dies, then you could come back. That's the period of time. If you die before him, that's just it. You in exile for whenever. No jails, no nothing. Stop the retaliation. It's meant to stop retaliation and give justice to where it's due. If he makes it according to the law, the Lord was with him. So let's say Shapat. I accidentally killed Shapat's, best cousin who he loved like a brother. I run for the sanctuary city. Shapat knows he has to pursue me because we don't know if this is an accident or not. If I get there, Shapat knows the Lord was with me. It was an accident. It really was an accident. The fact that I got there, because we believe, right? We are faith. We are faithful people. If he's a murdering bastard, I don't care what plane you take, what car you take, you're not making it to that sanctuary city. Something's going to happen to stop you. You're not making it. It's not going to happen. Shapat going to get to put hands on me, give me a few blows, put me in chains, and drag me back for justice. And his family is going to thank him for doing what he needed to do. And within a day or two, I'll lose my head. Ain't nobody going to, 15 to life. None of that shit. You get dealt with there and we move to hell on. You get the point? Okay. Our laws are way better than this oppressor's laws. The Arabs talk about honor killings and all that type of shit. You mean to tell me you can't say words to a woman to get her to stop doing what she's doing? Or just accept that she don't like whoever you trying to sell her to for your pocket? She wants somebody else. Why not make the bond with somebody else? Like them Arabs, them heathens is disgusting. This is why. Give me 1 Corinthians 6:1. Read it quickly out.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust, and not before the saints.
And not before the saints. You read Psalms 50:5, it'll tell you who the saints are. You say you don't got to pull it just for time's sake, but Psalms 50:5 will tell you who the saints are. The saints are the children of Israel, right? You are a saint. I am a saint. You don't have to die to become a saint like in the Catholic Church, right? We are saints because we are the children of Israel. All right, the children of Israel are saints, whether living or dead. And it's saying, dare any of you go to law before the unjust. You go into this oppressor before you come to Commandant General Yahanna, before you come to the general, before you come to the priest for a matter, right? How could you get justice from the unjust? How you could expect to be civilized from an uncivilized man? You see, he can't even have a disagreement without killing somebody, right? Go ahead.
You said Psalms 50:5, right?
50:5, right? That's the precept for the proof of who the saints are. Okay. Keep reading.
Verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
You read it again.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
So read it one more time.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Go ahead.
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
You understand? Like that's what Paul is down here checking them in the same spirit, like how Christ was checking the disciples. He said, don't you know, man, what we doing here? You're going to be in charge of the world. Don't you know the saints will judge the world, will rule the world? So then are you not equipped to deal with the smallest matters amongst you? Are you not equipped to do that? If you're going to judge the world, go ahead. Verse 3 quickly.
Come. Verse 3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much
You
more?
Understand? He's saying, don't you know that you're going to judge the angels? You're going to give commands to the angels to do things in the earth. You're going to give commands to the angels to do it. You're going to give commands to the demons. Right or wrong? You at camp battling somebody. You're giving command to the demon. You on the phone. Somebody going to be telling you something. And you got to say something to them to make that demon voice just mute. And now you don't get free of that weight. You're going to be battling things. You're going to be judging the earth. You're going to be controlling the angels. You're going to be controlling the demons. Can't you deal with the smallest matters amongst the people? You got to go to the oppressor for some shit? You ain't got to do that. You could come right here and get taught and cleaned up and baptized and learn and live. You ain't got to go press plates in some white man private prison to make him rich. You could come in here and change and carry crates, brother. And that would be the most valuable crate on the planet Earth as it's in your hands. You could come in here and read on a podium and your voice is going to be so impactful. The camp can't go on without a reader. You're going to come in here and cook food for the brothers and braid their hair and sew fringes. And your hands are going to be so valuable. If somebody dares offend you, a nation of men would be on your block soliciting an apology in good brotherly spirit, though. And they let everybody know that this sister here is very valuable to all these men. And it would behoove everybody to just be on the best behavior and leave her alone and see to her safety. And we do the same for brothers. You could come in here and become a full value if you would come here with every issue you have. You go to the oppressor's justice system and you become the filth of the earth. You become scum and scourge and don't nobody want to give you a second chance and hire you or do nothing. Brothers come in here from the prison and thrive. Thrive. Brothers come in and sisters come in here from the streets and thrive. Because this system we have here is the best system on the earth, if you would only believe. With that pass the class over, hold on. We have one more thing to do. One more person to get raised up tonight. We ain't forgetting about it. Bring the young man. Come on. Bring him up. Bring him up. Bring him up. Get him ready. Let me get the priest up here too, all right? Real quick. So you can come forward a little bit, all right? Let me get paper towel. Grab a paper towel. All right. The young man here is I don't know if you might need it, but yeah, young man. This is the sister's son. He brought him into the tribute, and this is all now. You want to put face up? This is all Naswan's family came in with him right here. This brother here is the one you hear in class all the time. I ain't trying to put too much. Right, there you go. This brother here, you hear him in class all the time. He down here saying, that's right, every time. Every time. He knows exactly what's going on. And this is Kayaba's son. And his name is now no longer going to be called whatever it was. But this young brother is now going to be known as Zabalawan. Zabalawan, because he's from the tribe of Zebulon. The mother chose his name for him. Yeah, and he knows what's up. That's going to be called Zabalawan now. And it means to honor, to lift up, or to be exalted, or to be honored. And he's going to be an honorable young man growing up in this truth. Zabalawan. Go ahead, baby. I know you are aware. I know you know. I know you know. So We're gonna definitely say the prayer for him up here. The priest up here, repeat after me. Hold on, I'm gonna use this one. So hold on. 1 second. Ya Baraka Yahweh.
Ya Baraka Yahweh.
Waya Shamarka.
Waya Shamarka.
Ya Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyaka.
Aliyaka.
Waya Kanka.
Waya Kanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Shah Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Aliyaka.
Aliyaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahasham.
Bahasham.
Yahweh Shai.
Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Say his name.
Zabalawan.
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 Zabalawan. Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
So Wada Aman.
Wada Aman.
What we just said in the English was Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh to make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect Zabalawan. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, and so be it. Congratulations, young baby boy. Congratulations, sis. You're doing a hell of a job with it. He knows what's going on. Damn right. Damn. This man. Put me on Shala. Put me on Shala. Put me on Shala. Put me on Shala. Good job, man. Good job, sis. You know what I mean, yo? Let's clap it up. Clap it up good and strong for them. Zabalawan. All right. You gotta take a picture of that. Come on, brother. You can wait. I can just put it up there for her after. Finish off the class, though, brother. Let's get the whole thing. So you can step down and do your salute. Let's finish off the class proper, all right? Let's do the salute.
I.S.U.P.K security analysis with I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West.
Let's do the salute, brother.
Oh, SHALAM.
Let's go. Quickly out, please.
Michael, which means to stand. We give a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel.
So focus, brother, please, with me. Go ahead. Bakwash, go ahead.
Men of Israel, I'm going to say Imagine, which means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua Barakathum.
Yahweh, Shem Yahushua Barakathum.
Yadimata, Sar, sisters, I imagine, which means to stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shema Allah Shem Yahushua.
Yadimata, class dismissed.